Hello, this is Onyx Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing a week ahead message for Scorpio. So thank you guys so much for being here, hitting the like button, subscribing. I do really appreciate it. We're going to look into July the 6th, which would be tomorrow through the 12th, okay? So what is going on for Scorpios? All right, so Scorpio, you guys have the Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, and bottom of the deck is 3 of Wands. Interesting. All right. So, next week, technically, Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like there's something that you've been waiting for, something that you've been waiting to manifest, something that you've been waiting to see the outcome with, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. So basically it's like, I've been, like basically think of like you're reaching a goal, you're reaching the end of a situation, the end of a conflict, the end of a term, the end of a lease, the end of a something. Like, so now I'm moving on to the thing that I really wanted to move on to. Now that leads us to the 8 of Pentacles, which is somebody who's a master of their craft, or it's like something closes out for you and then you're able to just jump into what you were meant to be doing next, okay? So let's clarify that Knight of Pentacles. All right, clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Swords, the World, 2 of Cups, and the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. All right. So yeah, some type of situation is closing out. So the 10 of Swords is here. So you could have been going through a back and forth situation, going through betrayal, or going through just like ending after ending after ending, tied to like a job, or tied to a relationship, or tied to something that you really, really cared about. Now this cycle is closing for you guys next week, like completely closing, because it's like you're getting the agreement, or you're getting the working together, or you're working together with somebody. The 2 of Cups is here. So again, especially if you were in this like weird situation where, a lot was up in the air and you weren't really sure how the cycle was going to close, a lot of you are going to be really shocked and really happy with how the situation closes. It's interesting. But yeah, it's like someone's working with you now, or somebody's agreeing with you, but the interesting thing is the 5 of Swords. So it's like, whatever the situation is, it's like, I feel like you and this person, you don't necessarily trust each other. Yeah, you don't trust each other for some reason, or you kind of feel like, this person would essentially choose themselves over you, like in a, in some type of back and forth. Like they're like, I'm gonna look out for myself, I'm not gonna look out for Scorpio. So whatever this is, business agreement, relationship, whatever this is, I do feel like it works out just fine for you with the 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, because it's like you're leaving a situation, a conflict, a back and forth, delays out in the cold, and moving forward towards happiness and balance and peace and serenity with the Temperance, clarifying the Sun. That is really, really, really good. Okay, so again, that leads us to the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so I do feel like a lot of you are going to be able to really focus this upcoming week on the things that you're really needing to do. We do have the Ace of Swords, so some of you guys are getting some new ideas, new ways of doing things, new ways of communicating something. We do have the 7 of Swords, 6 of Cups. I feel like some of you want to, okay, there's some type of day-to-day thing, or some type of schedule, or some type of way of doing things, or something like that, that is going to be really hard for you guys to change. So maybe you're trying to change something in your home. Maybe you're trying to change something in your career. Maybe you're trying to change something just in general, or with how you're handling something, or how you're doing something. And I just feel like a huge manifestation, something that you hoped for, prayed for, an opportunity, a day-to-day is coming forward towards you. But it's going to be very important for you guys to be open to like changing your schedule or changing something in order to start something new. So again, I feel like there may be like, oh no, I've done this the same way for this long, I'm not going to change it, that would be stupid to change it. I feel like that for a lot of you this upcoming week, some type of new way of doing things. You know, maybe even if it's as simple as I'm waking up at this period of time or this amount of time, or I'm waking up and I'm going to the gym, or I'm doing this, or I'm changing something in my house, or changing the way I handle something, whatever it is. I feel like you may have been overdoing it or overworking or overgiving to something, someone, a situation, a company, a department, a relationship, and getting the 5 of Cups, like always ending up disappointed. So I feel like you're going to come to some type of conclusion, essentially, that like, wow, I could do something a different way and it actually still work out, and it works out much better. Okay, you are a master of your craft, whether you're just day to day. I feel like, again, the problem or issues, if you've been running into roadblocks on a lot of things, isn't you. It's just the way that things are done, or it's just the schedule, or it's like your office, or you know what I'm saying, it's out external things. Okay, so 9 of Swords is here. So I do feel like if you guys have been worried about certain things, you get some type of fast communication very soon. The 9th and the 9th and the 10th could be very important. I feel like you're gonna end up being just fine. I mean, the Page of Wands is upright. Something is pushing forward and the way that you expected it to. I do feel like whatever this is, you may have been very stressed out about it, but whatever this is going to lead you to a lot of healing. It's going to lead you to a lot of, like, you know, new time, new energy, new ways of doing things, like more peace, more serenity. But I do feel like if you guys go into a big change and you're kind of like, oh, I don't know, maybe I didn't make the right decision or whatever. The moon, do we want the moon here in this case? Okay, yeah, you're gonna just get confirmations after confirmation after confirmation after confirmation that that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's what you're gonna be changing. It's almost like God, the universe, whatever you believe in, it's gonna be like, you know what, hey, you should make this change, or hey, you should shift this in your career, or hey, you should shift this in the way that you're handling something. And then if you're like, I don't know, that's too risky to change, I don't know, this and that, you're going to keep getting confirmation, especially if this has to do with vehicle, travel, children, something that's happening around the full moon, which is like the 11th. I just feel like your friendships as well, pets. I just feel like you're going to get a lot of confirmations that you're making the right decision, or that you would be making the right decision with some type of change. And I feel like you'll be really happy and be able to maneuver through the week and kind of fine tune, like, that's what I want to change, that's what I want to do, you know, based on your gut feeling and based on what you think is best. But it's definitely something that you're like, I don't know if I should do this, I don't know if I should do that, because this might happen and that might happen, and this may be a bad idea and that may be a bad idea, and you know, this may happen. But I feel like you're gonna get a lot of confirmations, and I feel like as you trust that, you're gonna see that God, the universe, your higher power is like, okay, you listen to us, awesome, now here's your independence, here's your flexibility, here's your, you know, here, like, there, it's like you're gonna be proud of yourself. That something you just did that you thought was really small leads you to something better. Okay, bottom of the deck is the 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands is someone who's putting something behind them, a way of doing things. I do feel like a lot of you are gonna see that you have a lot more time, or you have a lot more opportunities, or you have a lot of different things that you can essentially kind of do versus what you have been doing. The 3 of Wands is putting a situation behind you, and with that being what you don't see, you may not see that you're putting something behind you as the week starts, and then by the end of the week you may be like, wow, like, I did put this behind me, and now I could do this, or now I could look at this, or now I could do that. Like, a lot of you are going to be realizing not the power of free will, but like you were so wrapped up into something or hoping or thinking something would just kind of be drawn out, you know, that a lot of you are in a space that a lot of flexibility or a lot of different ways of seeing things, a lot of doors, opportunities open up for you guys. Well, that's overall what I'm seeing for this week ahead. Like, it's almost like you started with getting good confirmation that something's going just fine, after some type of like change or shift, and you're thinking something would be much worse than it is, and it's much better, and then you're basically maneuvering through that change, okay, for this week ahead. Okay, so it's going to be really important for you guys to kind of like affirm certain things to yourself. And even if you're not really sure of a particular decision, like maybe you have multiple decisions, I feel like as the week goes by, you're going to get confirmation after confirmation after confirmation that that's what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so that is what I have for the week ahead. I'm gonna pull what you guys need to know. So thank you guys for hitting the like button. I do really appreciate it. It's super helpful to my channel. So we'll look into what does Scorpio need to know for this week ahead. All right, what does Scorpio need to know for this week ahead? Ooh. All right, so you guys have find the proof. February. September. Let's do one more. Cancer and corruption. Interesting. All right, so let's see what we have here. We have like a lot going on. So all right, so you guys have find the proof. So basically that means that basically like something that's been happening may come up, something that's been happening in your present or in your past. It may basically come up, but you have the proof in order to find it. Okay, so this has to do with like the Three of Pentacles. It has to do with some collaboration, something that you share with someone. It could also have something to do with money or something that you like have spent a lot of time investing into, documenting, especially tied to money, wealth, documentation, family matters, that kind of thing. Yeah, I feel like you have the proof of something, you have records of something, so I feel like something ends up turning out just fine for you guys. But it looks like it'll be heartbreaking for someone else. Why is that? Your happiness is heartbreaking to someone else. So yeah, like I said, there may be some type of money matter or family matter or work matter that basically you have proof of something, you can prove something easily, and it will lead to your happiness, but it'll lead to someone else's like, you know, unhappiness. And also it's like they get impacted. It's like they get like little things docked off of their like points, like brownie points kind of thing. Like, so you having the proof of something could be very important. And again, yeah, I feel like you have it though with the Temperance being here. So yeah, you have the proof of something. I feel like you're going to be cooperating with somebody or working with someone, collaborating with someone to communicate this proof. Or again, it could just even be like, hey, you were supposed to pay me on this and this date and you didn't. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you have the proof of something, you have the text of something, you have the documentation of something that's going to be easily proven. So That's what I'm getting there. That's what you need to know. So like I said, I feel like if a lot of you already have some type of like proof of some type of lie, or somebody working against you, or someone not being cooperative, I feel like you have that, and I feel like you'll have some way to show that. February could have been very important of this year or any year. Okay, I feel like something that happened in February, I feel like a lot of you are going to get some really good messages tied to this. Now, why do we have the 8 of Pentacles? 4 of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like something was ignored tied to February. Okay, tied to the month of February, or you could be dealing with what, an Aquarius or Pisces. But I do feel like something that you either tied to money, tied to work, tied to something you were trying to prove, something that didn't go in your favor in the month of February comes back around for a lot of you guys and goes in your favor. So that is what I have for February. We have September here, so September could be important as well. Some type of situation could close out in the month of September, or something tied to September could be closed out, like, again, some type of cycle or way of doing things. I feel like as well, if somebody was going back and forth with you tied to the month of September, or something that happened in September of any year that led to like an ending, a double ending, I do feel like there is some type of collaboration or working with you that could be very important. Yeah, and it feels like the person, the job, the corporation, the whatever it is, or something tied to September, they don't necessarily, it's not really ideal for them to work with you, but it looks like they have so much going on that they end up collaborating with you. They end up working with you. They end up seeing you as an equal partner here. Okay, we also have corruption. Now that was interesting. So yeah, there could be some type of corruption here. We have the Chariot, which could say a lot. We also have the Moon. So I feel like you're waiting for some type of corruption to be seen, and I feel like you may be shocked at how much it is seen. I feel like you prayed for something to be seen, you manifested something to be seen. The Moon and the Magician together, clarifying the Chariot, is like, wow, that's crazy. Like, that's a lot going on. Yeah, I feel like you were fighting for something, or again, like fighting for something to be seen, fighting for some type of corruption to be seen, and I feel like it is. Okay, you could get notified of this cycle. The 21st could be important. The internet could be important as well. Maybe you see some type of something tied to some type of corruption in the past that basically is seen. You have the Lovers reverse and the 6 of Pentacles reverse. Could be some like ex or a company that you don't work with anymore. Could be like somebody that, again, you don't partner with, you don't work with, you don't communicate with anymore, that kind of thing. But whatever it is, yeah, I feel like you felt like this person was being unfair, or this job was being unfair, or the situation was being unfair, or you weren't paid correctly. I feel like a lot of you get some type of, again, confirmation that that something corrupt that happened in the past cycles back around. Okay, and last but not least, we have Cancer. So Cancer season could have been very important, or you could have a Cancer around you that you don't necessarily trust. Yeah, you have a King or Queen of Cups. So Cancer, they could definitely have a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, but doesn't have to be. Or again, Cancer season could be very, very important. Why is that? Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like someone is trying to change the perception of you, and I feel like that is going to be seen. And again, their goal or their rhyme or reason to do this is to either make you dependent on them, or to make you have to pay for something, or to take your independence, or to make it to where you have less decisions of things that you can do. So yeah, I do feel like for a lot of you guys, that's going to be seen as well. So in the extended, we're going to be looking deeper into all of these cards. We are going to be looking into what proof that could be. We'll get deeper into that. We're also going to be looking into the final outcome of this February situation, and also this Cancer situation, and this person's next steps towards you. We're going to get the final outcome for the September card as well, and then look into this corruption and, you know, fine tune what this could be. Okay, so feel free to join me on Patreon to see the extended. You can have access to all the other extendeds that I post and the readings that I post during the week. But otherwise, thank you guys for hitting the like button, subscribing, and thank you for watching.